charts right now. I'll be right with you. Alright, so I'm long from 6001 and I'm calling it the 5. Let's go to screen draw down here. Looking at the 5 red bars. Calling it the 5. I've noticed it, and I waited for a 1, 2, 3 to come up, and then I got involved in it above this level. I'm looking for a 6p move to close to the Gann signal. 6p move to the upside today is 6103. So let's see if we can grab that today. That'll be 102, 101 ticks depending upon what we get out of it, if it'll run. So trying to figure out how to trade the long side a little bit better. And one of the setups that I definitely like is when I see 5 red bars coming in where there's no high volume prior. The volume spike that's been highest today so far, it came in at 334 and it was a red. So I was basically looking for a signal that would make me feel good about going long. Alright, see how it plays out. We have a 14 tick stop on it today. Which is 1R today. We're also went long above the decision point that I put on the charts, and this is the I believe that's highest volume from previous session. I have to look at that again, or that's today's volume, highest volume on today's session. Let's look back. I think it's today's. I put in today. Yeah, that's today's number. And I want to go back and look at the highest volume bar from yesterday where we could possibly see some issues. Basically at pivot, right? It's way down here. That won't come into play unless we get close to pivot. So let's see if that let's mark it though, just so we know. Kind of came in right in here, right at pivot. It'll be there for after pivot is not there anymore. If we look at the long signal, I'm looking to see if we can get through. We need to get through 18 and 20 up here. One P up right now is 60.18. 2P up move is 60.35. So if we don't move to break even until we reach 60.35, let's see how that plays out today. A 3P up move is 60.52. That gets us close to R1. And then 60.69 is 4, which is usually a really good move on an up move. That'll pull us up to the R1 level. So our plan will be, if we get to 3, we'll protect 2, and we'll go after that 4, and we'll go 4 to 3 and see if we can get all of it today. But we're not going to get to break even until we reach up here to 2. We need to get through. We'll go break even pretty much on the high of the day if we can get there. It's a valid setup. Let's see how it plays out. Be back after we hit. Well, let's refocus down here. Well, see if we hit 18 here while we're here. Very tempting to go to break even here, but my experience tells me that we can dip down again and then go back up. Although there is 103 sitting at 606. There's 129 sitting at 60.20. Trying to stop myself from moving to break even on the trade that it's winning. The other side of this is maybe the true signal is it's going short and going lower. I don't know. This is the dilemma that I'm in all the time. There really hasn't been a high volume spike that makes me feel good about either side of the market right now. $135 sitting at 60.20. It's hard not to take on a loser after you got a winning situation going on here. But the down moves have been very violent coming down to the 60 barrel. It comes down hard and fast. Alright, so what we'll do is get out at break even, but we'll pay attention to what the market's going to do here at 87 if we'd have stayed in. honestly, what's got me worried is what's happened prior to this, and this could just be, I've marked it right now, 5 different times we've been up here. Actually, and if we look back, we've been up here 6 times and not been able to break through this level. So that's the reason why I'm cautious. I mean, we've been up here 6 different times. This is 7 now. And so we've been here, this is the 7th time we've been here. And we could just as easily go this direction and head down lower than the this lower low right here. Let's go ahead and lock in 2, and we'll be done with it. If it takes us out, it takes us out, because of it's just been just there it goes to 18 finally. Went through the 20. Look at, there's up at 25 is 130. Maybe we caught the tiger by the tail finally. Long spooked the shit out of me, to be honest. Some high volume finally kicking in. So let's look here. Highest volume on the red side was 1,039. Now it's blue. 1176. Highest volume is now flipped to blue. This is also, I would consider, a tiebreaker. We're at a tiebreaker scenario until we see what side wants to win right now. So we're okay. We're long where we want to be, taking advantage of first time over the $60 a barrel handle, and we've got our target. So we made 1p. A 2p move is 60.35, and like I talked about, we're going to, once we get up to, once we get to 3, we'll protect 2. We'll just continue to kind of follow behind it. I'm kind of curious what will happen up at R1 if we can get there. High of session is 60.33. So today it took 7 times, but the signal that we got involved in was the, I'm calling the 5. With nothing else left to say, the highest volume bar was on the red side, so I was looking for long, but I was looking for some reason to go long instead of just trying to catch a breakout. So finally I saw what I call the 5. I've noticed that when you see that, it can be a strong point. The question is still on 2 or 3 ticks. 2 ticks is just fine. So if it takes us out plus 2, it takes us out. Looking at previous right there. So 6008, and if we take away 5, it'd be 6003. So we're good. We'll hold there. I'm going to pause the video until we run either 2p or we get knocked out at our profit stop. And the target that I'm looking at is the Gann number, right? So that's what I'm looking at. And what's the closest that I can get to the Gann magic number without going over on my spreadsheet right now, and it's 6103. So there's where the target is, if we can get it. If we can get a dollar run. So basically running from 60 to 61, what I'm hoping for. Alright, pausing. We'll see what happens. Go 2P, or will we go and knock us out? Alright, so we reached up to almost to 2P. There we go, we just ran it. And we have highest volume bar on the blue side now. We ran through the high. This low right here, 60.12, where it gets dangerous. How far to trail behind it and still give it a chance. Let's go 10 ticks behind 30 is 20. We'll go 60.18. Trailing at 1P now. Highest volume bar is on the blue side now, so it could possibly be done going up. 1482. So the tiebreaker went to the blue side. Now it's a matter of the longs want to keep fighting and bring it higher now and keep running stops. So now we're seeing if is it gunning and running stops, or are we done going up? $60.27 be $60.17. That's where we'll protect from. $3P once again, 60.52. $104 at 45 and $113 at 47, $119 at 40. Let's go ahead and protect 60.19. Comes to the point where the market either wants to run or not right now. The short signal, by the way, to reverse and go short would be 60.25. But I really don't want to go short right now because I think there's some more long to be hit. But let's see what happens there at 60.25. If it gets hit. If 60.25 gets hit, then 60.08 would be a 1P coming this direction. I don't want to be on the short side right now at all, though. Alright, so that would have filled the short side. and to make a stop of 60.39. We're already long, so I'm not taking the short signal. Because I don't think this is the top. I think there's still more to do up here. Even if it runs us out, I still feel that this high volume bar is not enough to stop the upward ascension right now. So let's mark the chart to where a 1P would be down is 60.08. And then we'll just kind of be range bound, I believe. If it runs back into that opening range right now, I think we'll be range bound, or it might, you know, will it sell off and go after the lows? I've been wrong so many times. It's hard to judge. I just know that I'm long coming in here with a win right now. And then we'll just watch and see what the market does from the short side. Okay, knocked out. Plus 19, got a favorable fill obviously there.